Hello everyone, I'm going to start a new course on PLSQL. The prerequisite for this course is SQL. Now if you don't know SQL, you can watch my SQL videos. You'll find the playlist for those videos in the description box. Now let's start. PLSQL stands for Procedural Language Extension to the Structured Query Language. It is a combination of SQL along with procedural features like decision making, iteration, and many more features of programming languages. We can create PLSQL unit such as procedure, function, package, trigger, types, etc., which can be stored in the database and reused by the applications. In PLSQL, we write the code within a block, and the block consists of declare, begin, exception, and end. Under declare section, we declare any variable and constant. Under begin end, we write the executable statements, and the exception section is used to write the exception handling statements. Now we'll write our first PLSQL code in SQL Developer. Now if you don't know how to set up the SQL Developer, you can watch my video of Oracle database installation and setup that you can find in my SQL videos playlist. Now let's start. So I'll first declare some variable under declare section. Now what is a variable in PLSQL? So a variable is like a container that is used to store one value at a time. So you cannot store multiple value in a variable, but you can change some value if you want. So I'll declare one variable like var1, and every variable must have some data type like number, varchar2, or date. These are the mostly used data type in SQL or PLSQL. So I will use the data type of number of for var1, and I'll declare one more variable which is var2. The data type I will provide as varchar2. Now within begin end section, I'll write the executable code. For that, I'll first store some value for my variable. So for var1, I'll store some number as it is a number data type. And for var2, I'll store some character like PLSQL as it is a varchar2. So number data type is that data type that can store only number, but varchar2 is something like which can store both number as well as character. So I have used this assignment operator to assign the data for both the variables. Now I want to print the value of these variables. Then for that we have to use dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and within bracket I can use var1, and we can also concat some text with this value like I'll write value of this value of var1, and I'll use quotation so that it can be considered as text. Then I'll concat with var1, and I'll copy this and write one more dbms output dot put underscore line, then value of var2 is var2. Now this is done. Now I'll run this code. So we are getting some error because we missed one semicolon, and you can see every line we have to put a semicolon. So we are not getting any print of var1 and var2. We're just getting PLSQL procedure successfully completed. So if you want to get the print of this value, for that we have to first enable the output. That we can do using set server output on. Now if you run this code, you will get the output as value of var1 is 100, value of var2 is PLSQL.